in Delhi in Connaught Place, and we're walking around, and it seems like all the Western brands are there. All the young Indian men and women are trying to be Westernized. All the Western brands are selling consumer products with an Indian/Western tint to it. Are we in danger of being, is consumerism likely to just wipe out whatever vestiges of the saints we have?
It's doing that, but the work of the saints is quite deep-rooted. So all this consumerism, this shallow philosophy of life will take a while to uproot the whole thing. But you are very right, very dark forces are at work and they are in great hurry. So Indians are losing whatever little trace of spiritual wisdom was left with them, and that's happening pretty fast. It's happening. You talked of Connaught Place. You'd have struggled to see a single word in the Devanagari script. You remove the people from there, and if you're left with just the banners and the boards and the brands, it will be very difficult for you to tell whether it is Delhi or some western city. Maybe the filth would drop a hint, but if you clear that also, Connaught Place is so much like, let's say, a place in Paris. Yes, obviously, comparable.
Like anywhere in Europe, or anywhere in Europe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Just remove the people so that you don't see brown skin, and then there is no difference. So yes, India is trying very hard to become a cheap copy of the West, and had that been of some use, I would have gladly accepted, rather participated. But that's of no use. That's of no use. The West does not remain, the West rather does not want to remain the way it is. Why do we want to ape the West? The West is hardly happy being itself, and we want to become that. Makes no sense at all. And I'm not talking of Western technology, I'm not talking of the work culture in West. We should admire that, and we should emulate that even. But when it comes to copying values and philosophy of life, West is not the place to look towards. India has the stuff, fortunately, that even the West should be looking towards. So it's pretty stupid if Indians are all the time trying to ape West and migrate to West and all those things. See, even migration to West, I understand. Somebody could do that for purely financial reasons, and that's pretty much okay. But trying to become a Westerner is a totally different thing, no? In language, in culture, in food, in values, in the extent of disregard of your spiritual heritage. You want to be as unaware of, let's say, Vedanta as a typical Westerner is, and then you want to say, no, that's what makes me a Westerner. Westerners do not know Vedanta. I too have refused to know a word of Vedanta, and that's what makes me a Westerner. Even Hindi or any other Indian language, I would speak in a Western accent, and that's considered so cool. So cool. That's ultra hip. If you can speak Hindi in, let's say, in an Irish accent. Bhaiya, yeah, bhaiya, lash phat nagar chaloge kya?
How can that be a thing?
and we'd never be able to copy them as well as they are themselves. So why are we playing a
No
losing game
copy
again?
can rival the original. No copy ever can rival the original. You can just be pale imitations, and how can that be a good thing?
But I mean, we are doing the same thing, because if you see the neo-spiritual circles of the West, I mean, yeah, they pose themselves as very carefree, but deep down they are just as
Afraid.
insecure. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I guess there's not much places to go if the West and the East are both like.
That tells you that which you are looking for is not spatial, is not temporal. So you will not get it in the future. Equally, you will not get it at a particular place. There is that beyond space and time, which simply means that stop looking for it at particular places. It is not in Finland, it's also not in the Indian spaces. It's somewhere else.